Easy apple dumplings. So easy your children can make them. Hi there. I'm going to show you how I make these easy apple dumplings using Crescent rolls. You can use the store brand or the name brand. My store didn't have the store brand, so I got the name brand. And using Mountain Dew or any citrus drink that you love or care for. Typically, it's made with Mountain Dew, and they are delicious. So come on and let me show you how I did it. So these are the Crescent rolls, and you need 2 cans, and 2 cans will give you 16 dumplings. And there's my 2 cans, as you can see. So if you can get the store brand, they'll be just as fine, but name brand works good. We're just gonna cut them open, and they came as a double roll. And here's my apples, and all you need is 2 Granny Smith apples. I'm gonna go ahead and get these peeled up. And if you don't have a vegetable peeler, that's okay. Just use a knife. Just try not to peel away any more of the apple than you can. Of course, if you use a vegetable peeler or if you have one of those electronic apple peelers, that would be even great. I've been looking at some, but I don't know. I think I might just stick with this for now. Seems to do really, really good, and I'm used to using it anyway. Plus, I don't know if I need another piece of equipment in my kitchen. Now, you can leave the skin on if you choose. That's totally up to you, but I think I want to always remove the skin off of mine. Just make sure if you're going to leave the apple skin on that you wash them really, really good. You know, they got that waxy buildup on them that they have waxed them with and shined them with. I wish they wouldn't do that. We don't need that on our apples. So if somebody is listening, please stop. My grandparents had a Granny Smith apple tree, and those apples were never as shiny as what we see in the store. They were just this dull apple. All right, so here's my apple slicer and core. So it does it all in one. It slices and it takes the core out at the same time. So you have nice even slices. Now, they come in different sizes. The one that I have tends to slice a very thin slice of apple. But you can get them in different sizes. So me using 2 apples with the ones that I have, I'm going to have a few apples left over. So on some of mine, I'm going to actually double them up just to use all the slices because mine makes more slices than what I need for the 2 cans of Crescent rolls. But if you have one that only makes, as you can see right here, see how thin it is. But if you have one that only makes bigger slices, then, you go ahead and use that. And here's my crescent rolls, and I'm just taking them out. Be careful when you unfold them. You don't want to stretch them. They're very, very easy to work with, but just make sure that you don't stretch them too far out of shape. And it's very forgiving. So we're going to take our dish. It's a 9 by 13 pan, and we're going to just butter it up really good. And it's okay. I've just left the butter on my hands. That's fine. It's just going to add more and more flavor to what we're doing. And we're going to gently take them apart. And we're going to get a slice of apple. We're going to grab the small end, the pointed end, okay? And we're going to take and just roll our apple slice up into it. And we're not pulling and tugging. And it's not a hard roll. It's just a nice loose roll that we do. Then we're going to pinch the ends together and secure it. And we're going to move on, and we're going to do the exact same thing. Again, being careful not to stretch it because we're not trying to stretch it. We just want to cover it up and then pinch those ends down really, really good to secure it. All right, so we're just going to continue to do this. And then we're going to move on to our second can, doing the exact same thing. Get those out of there, unroll them, and again, start rolling them up nice and lightly. Nothing, don't tug them and pull them. But you can pull those ends and press them in because they just go together so well. You can pat it and fold it over and squeeze it and kind of roll it in your hand if you want to. But they go together really, really good. It's so simple and easy. You know, if you have small children, they can do it and they would probably love it. And you know what? It's okay if a little apple is sticking out. All right, so then we're going to go with, I've got 2 sticks of melted butter. And to that, I'm going to add 1.5 cups of white sugar. And then also to that, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. It's like a heaping teaspoon. Don't be stingy with it. And then we're just going to go ahead and we're going to stir that up and get it all stirred up good. Now, a lot of recipes for this will say to do it. You can do it over the stove. Just melt your 2 sticks of butter over the stove. But you really don't need to do that. Just melt your 2 sticks of butter in the microwave. And then go ahead and add your sugar and your ground cinnamon in there. Then what we're going to do is now we're going to take that buttered dish and we're going to start putting our dumplings over into that buttered dish. And we want to go ahead and get them all in there. They will fit. Those 16 dumplings will fit in there. Now, if you're going to do more for a larger amount and you have a larger dish, just do exactly the same thing. I don't want them to be really touching. And then we want to go in and we want to kind of make sure that we got the seam side down if at all possible. And then kind of scooch it away from the sides of our dish because we want to pour our delicious cinnamon topping on top of these and make sure we get them really nice and covered. And that's how they look. Alrighty, so now we're going to get ready to start doing the pouring. Just want to check and make sure I got them nice and centered. And then I'm just going to take my big spatula that has like a spoon attached to it. And we're just going to drown them really, really well. Just get in there and make sure you got them all covered. You can, if you want to, just pour it over there if you don't want to have every little piece of it covered. But I like to have that cinnamon on every little piece of that dough. I want it all covered, okay? So it can be yummy and delicious. And this, when it comes out and the flavor that it imparts in your mouth and that wonderfully sweet, tender apple, and you get that whole dumpling taste, oh my goodness. You will love it, love it, love it. Oh my goodness, it's going to be great. So that's looking really, really good. I just want to make sure I get all of that wonderful cinnamon sugar sauce on there with that butter in it. Yes, yes, that looks so good. Yes. Now, if you don't want them completely covered, that's totally up to you. But I want mine completely covered, okay? So you do what you prefer. All right, so then let me show you how they look up close. Look at that. So we're going to use our Mountain Dew now. And we only need 12 ounces. I bought the 6-pack. And I'm just going to take my measuring cup and I'm going to measure out 12 ounces. So if you have a 12-ounce can or 12-ounce bottle of Mountain Dew, then, you know, you would use that. But you need to be able to pour it. So then I'm just going to take my, and there I am showing you that I have 12 ounces. And then I'm just going to take and pour it along the sides. I don't want to disturb that wonderful sugar cinnamon crust that will form. So I'm not going to pour it on top of it. It's going to come all the way up to almost cover these dumplings. But just try not to pour it on top of it. If you get a little on top, that's fine. But it's going to form this lovely, lovely crusty sugar on top of it. All right, that looks good. We got all of that in there. Yum, yum, yum. So delicious. Okay, here are our wonderful apple dumplings. There's nothing else to do once you put them in the oven. You take them out and they are absolutely delicious. Mine cooked for about 45 minutes. And look at that. Absolutely, simply delicious. Thanks for watching. Be blessed, and I'll see you real soon.